This is the War Brief Daily for April 7, 2026, covering the Iran conflict and the wider Middle East theater. 5 major developments. Here's what you need to know. Tonight we are tracking the confirmed killing of Iran's IRGC intelligence chief, U.S. strikes hitting their highest volume with 2 American Special Operations aircraft destroyed inside Iran, Trump's Hormuz deadline expiring at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, coordinated Iranian drone and missile strikes hitting energy infrastructure across 5 Gulf nations simultaneously, and Hezbollah active on the northern front. First, the IRGC intelligence chief has been killed in a joint U.S.-Israeli strike. The IRGC confirmed this itself. Al Jazeera and The Guardian independently corroborated it from multiple sources. This is confirmed. The IRGC intelligence directorate coordinates proxy operations across the axis of resistance and runs internal counterintelligence. Losing its chief mid-conflict is a meaningful blow to Iranian command coherence. Tehran has not named a replacement. Second, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stated publicly that American strikes on Iran would reach their highest volume as of April 6th. At least 34 people have been killed across Iranian cities, including 6 children, confirmed by wire services. Targets have included a major university, missile launch infrastructure, the South Pars gas field, and 3 airports. Separately, 2 U.S. MC-130 Special Operations aircraft were confirmed destroyed on the ground inside Iran during the rescue of a downed F-15E aircrew on April 4th. Confirmed by Flight Global and the New York Times. U.S. SOF aviation losses inside enemy territory are exceptionally rare. This signals significant operational depth. Third, and this is the most urgent update of this cycle, Trump's deadline for Iran to halt attacks on Strait of Hormuz shipping expires at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Trump has threatened a 4-hour blitz targeting Iranian bridges and power plants. Iran formally rejected the ceasefire through Pakistan, its chosen diplomatic conduit. Tehran's position, in their own words, "We won't merely accept a ceasefire, we only accept an end of the war with guarantees we won't be attacked again." Iran's military called U.S. threats delusional. The gap between these positions is wide. There is no visible de-escalation path before tonight. Fourth, Iran executed coordinated strikes across 5 Gulf states. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Defense confirmed it shot down 4 incoming missiles. Kuwait Army GHQ confirmed interceptions. In Bahrain, GPIC and Bapco Energies both confirmed drone strikes on their facilities. In Abu Dhabi, Reuters confirmed damage at the Borouge petrochemical plant. Bloomberg reported Borouge suspended all operations after multiple fires broke out. 5 nations simultaneously, all targeting energy infrastructure, all confirmed by official government or corporate statements. Fifth, Hezbollah remains active on the northern front. The group has claimed multiple strikes on Israeli forces and northern towns in the last 24 hours. Hezbollah also claims it targeted an Israeli warship with a cruise missile. That claim is emerging and uncorroborated. It comes from a single Hezbollah-linked source and should be treated cautiously. What is confirmed? The IDF struck Lebanon, killing at least 3 people in the south. Israel has issued forced displacement warnings for 41 Lebanese towns, suggesting potential strike or ground expansion is being considered. What to watch now? All eyes are on 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Watch for any last-minute back-channel signaling through Qatar, Oman, or Pakistan before the deadline hits. Watch for confirmation or denial of the Hezbollah cruise missile claim. And watch for satellite imagery assessing overnight strike damage inside Iran. That's your War Brief Daily for April 7, 2026. Stay with us.